Hey, Lori here, the voice in the dark. Well, let's talk about let's talk about hmm, let's talk about rights and freedom. Big subject for the whole world. This is for the whole world. First part, second part too, and all of it is. Of course, I'm in the United States, and I am concerned about our voting and all that crap right now, and our freedoms. They're slowly getting crushed. However, let's start on this note. You do have rights with the powers that be that actually rule, the 10, 12 families that rule. We have power with them. And as we awaken, we have total power. And we do not have to put up with the crap they're shoving down our throats. We do not have to put up with being second class or third class or 10th class citizens. Matter of fact, we're the #1 citizen on the planet. They were supposed to give us truth and help us grow and remember who we were. But they have reneged on the original accord to help the souls here. The golden light beings that are the deities here that kind of got stuck. And this is the first time in 450,000 years that we have risen enough to take all the humans with us to the 5th dimension. You'll slowly still get your changing and get through your shadow work. The thing is that even right now we have rights. We have rights to tell them, no, we do not consent to poisonous food. We do not consent to cheap clothing. We do not consent to sky high rentals and forms of living, much less the prices on everything. We have a right to tell them to knock it off. So you find a way to tell your government, and I'm going to tell mine, I've been telling them, we do not consent. We do not consent to the circus we're seeing in the world or the powers that be wanting to herd us into cities and give us some kind of dystopia and really hunker us down for their uses, not ours. So that's the first thing. People of the world, can you hear me? Listen. You have rights. The original accord with the Anunnaki, because they are the ones that they're the super geneticists in the universe. They were supposed to create a form for us to house our powerful souls, because we're from the 9th dimension. We're not from down here. Anywhere close. To power. To carry and hold that power, and for us to be able to be sustained in it so that we could grow and learn and remember who we were. We're all gods, for God's sakes. Anyway, our golden light energy is a trip for these guys. They figured it out. They like using it. Helps them feel strong and healthy and lucky and vibrant. And, they use it for everything. But do they help us with it? Do they help us use it? Do they give us anything for it? No. They're takers. We're the givers. And because of our innocence, because we are just innocent beings, innocent gods, who've already done it all. So we were out floating around looking to see what other people were doing. Other beings. And we kind of got stuck. Well, we're getting unstuck now. But there are things you need to know. You have rights, in case you get stuck here. You have rights, no matter what. You have a right to your soul connection, which is your higher mind and source, God, Goddess, all it is, the great thing that we're all part of. They can't keep you from that, so don't ever take a microchip. God would never tell you not to take one if it meant your life. But hone your intuition first and get it really strong. Then, if you have no choice, take the damn chip. But the thing is that what they're trying to do is keep us here. They want to keep us here, so they put us in division, they put us in hatred and, you know, mob mentalities and crazy. I mean, crazy. I mean, if you stop and just observe everything going on, it's like a fucking circus. So just know that you got rights. We all do. We can stand up and tell them no. And they have to listen. They have no choice. So stand up, people. Stand up. Fight back. Not in a violent way. Just with your rights. Now we're going to go into the 30 human rights. That is the minimal human rights from the United Nations. And how they're trying desperately to destroy the United States. Even though they've used us as their mercenaries for so long. And, you know, we dumbly did it. We didn't know any better. But now they're trying to destroy the United States so that they can bring us down to like the third world countries, so that they can get more equitable comparative goods, you know, back and forth. And the thing with that is that, well, I ask in question, well, why don't you just bring everybody up in the rest of the world up to where we're at? Because you can. You just don't want to feed them, house them, and, you know, give them electricity and plumbing. I mean, I love indoor plumbing. I'm never going without it. And water and, you know, central air and central heat. People, wake up. The rest of the world doesn't have all this. We won't have it all. They'll give us these little apartments with plastic furniture. I hate plastic. I can't stand it. So I don't want plastic furniture. I don't want cheap shit. That's all we're getting anymore. I never knew they could make fabric this friggin' thin. So, please, know that you have rights. The human rights, the 30 undeniable 30 human rights, it's just the basics for affordable housing, affordable health care, food, water, shelter, the necessities. And to us here in the United States, that's heat and air conditioning. And cars to be able to travel. There's nothing wrong with our using petroleum still. That has nothing to do with this greenhouse effect we're having. That's the shit they're blowing in the air to use as a cloaking device in the sky. That's why they had to put a fake sun up, the white one. It's so powerful of a light that shines on the shit we're spraying here that it just looks, the cloaking device makes it look like we're just looking at skies, when actually Nibiru's system's getting ready to plow through. Anyway, whatever you want to believe is your choice. However, I'm going to give you these things to think about and things to do if you're willing to, in case you get stuck here because you didn't understand what it meant to awaken. Awakening is what Jesus taught. Awakening to your inner God self, your inner mystical, magical, wonderful self on the inside. Because heaven's in here. It's within. It's our spirit. Our spirit is heaven. Everything about us is heaven. So bring heaven to earth. It'll really piss them off. But you needed to know. I'm tired of holding my breath and worrying about what they want to do. I've been attacked a couple times and I don't care anymore. The thing is that you have rights. And I want you to get used to the 30 rights of the United Nations. There were some countries that did not ever sign that accord, which is some of the Arab countries, some of the African. You'd have to look it up. Go look it up. I believe Saudi Arabia did finally sign it. Eventually, I'd have to look. I've got it on one of my other YouTube videos. And learn to meditate. Number one, meditation helps center your energy so that you can communicate easier with your spirit. you're going to go within, go through your heart, deep breathe. That's all it's about, is lining up your energy. It isn't about this, oh my God, entrance thing. It's it can be if that's where you want to go, but we're not here to be yogis, okay? We're not here to be the mystical shamans. Not all of us, anyway. And but line yourself up with that energy, because it helps open your heart and it helps bring your true essence through. And you're gonna cry. You're gonna go through several things, because you're actually taking all the old stuff out of your body, out of your system, out of your mind, that was traumatic to you as a soul and as a person. And it will be healed, and you won't have it anymore. You won't have to worry about it anymore. It takes some time, but it can go as quick as you're willing to go, how quickly you're willing to go. These energies are real, and they do astral travel, and they do not adhere to any rules. Because the first rule of astral travel is, if you're going to go to another person's house, you are supposed to talk to them in the physical, verbally, or face-to-face, and plan the visit, so to speak, that they show up just on their own. And so they use a lot of magic. Magic works, okay? I'm not going to lie. It works. It's like manifesting, or, a spell. I don't bother with any of it, because I just tell the universe what I want. I get it. So, and that's for any of us. We can do that, But they will use magic, find ways to protect yourself and whatever. I see myself surrounded by rings and rings and rings, in a big bell shape almost. And I go out 200 miles. And I see all these protections put around it and everything. And then I see all this added gold filigree, just, sparkles of gold everywhere. And then I fill myself with the gold. And that pretty much just warrants it off, And always see you take that golden light and put it in from the center of that bell housing, your body, down into the ground, ground it with Mother Earth, ask her to ground you. She'll come up in brown energy, lock onto your knees, you follow her up, and then you're done. And that will hold for 3 years, this particular protection. So every 3 years, you got to remember to redo it. But it takes any magic thrown at you and splashes it right back at them. And really, we're supposed to leave it up to God how hard it hits them. But I have found that the God here on this planet is actually Satan. We're not praying to the right God. We're supposed to be praying to Source, the Most High, not the nincompoop that is the Yahweh, and he's the mean God, and he's he's out for keeping you here because he wants his children, which are the ones that are soulless, be able to feed off of your energy. I went down the damn rabbit hole, and I wish I never had some days, but I'm glad I did. And I've been through the 7 levels of hell and the labyrinth to get out. And I'll talk about that next. But right now, what I want you to understand is there are 30 human rights. You have rights. Look it up and feel it. And work on your intuition so you know the truth of anything that's thrown at you. And if you got trauma, that's okay. It can be healed. I just did one on trauma and intuition, so you have to go look at it. But know your rights and stand up. I think it's Somalia. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this country. I'm not real good at all the countries, but the regime that took over that country, they stated that if the slaves don't rear their heads and fight back, They deserve what they get. You will not find anyone that's in power right now. And it's a horrible power. It's a nasty, they're horrible. And they don't give a damn about any of us. This country is about to be washed up so fast, and it's unreal. And so fight back. What's it going to hurt? What's going to help? They want us all to be third world country-ish. That means we have no rights anymore. We're all slaves, and we got to do what they want us to do. And they're going to sit there and I don't know where in the hell they're getting their food. I'd like to know, because our food ain't worth shit anymore. So tell me, won't you tell me, and then tell me again. Don't let them do this. I beseech you to look inward. Now, they're lying to you about all this crap on the New Age too, about, being happy, and, you get to rise up and everything else. How you're already risen. Your soul can go to the 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 7th dimension, 8th dimension, whenever it freaking wants to, 9th dimension. All you got to do is be grateful and talk to God, and you will rise up. When you die and you got the white light tunnel thing, don't go to that. Look for a silver disc or something and say, no, I'm done here. I'm ready to go home. And walk through it and wait for a being to come. But they will come get you. They're not allowed to keep us. We were supposed to go home a long time ago. But they like this energy. It makes the Matrix movie look like a joke. How real this is. So that's what I got today. I love yous. And if you ever need anything, my email is in the description box. And blessed be. And the next talk, I'm going to tell you what I think would be a really cool world for us to focus on. Lori out. Talk to you later. Bye.